There are so many updates to get to today in regards to the snowballing sex scandal both in Hollywood and in Washington, D.C. and all over the world, so let's get right into it. Perhaps the biggest recent bombshell to be dropped was by the Saudi princess, whose tell-all includes Bangladeshi children traded as sex slaves. Saudi Princess Amira bint Aden bin Naif went on a rampage against the ruling Saudi regime in her exclusive statements to the French newspaper Le Monde, saying slavery in Saudi Arabia has different forms, but it is done in secrecy and permitted only among the primary beneficiaries of the princes of the House of Saud. She mentioned one of the most repulsive things: buying and renting the children, especially the orphans, from the countries like Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, the Philippines, Djibouti, Somalia, Nigeria, Romania, and Bulgaria. She said that one of the main reasons why this keeps going on is because the members of the Committee for the Promotion of Virtue and the Prevention of Vice tend to keep away from the matter, fearing that they might lose their jobs should they intervene. So imagine that. Government insiders afraid to speak out in fear they may lose their jobs, or even worse. Maybe that's why no one has said anything about the Trudeau Foundation. This is the official logo of the Trudeau Foundation, and this is a symbol for pedophiles, meaning boy lover, according to the FBI in this declassified document. So, Trudeau Foundation, pedophile symbol. Trudeau Foundation, pedophile symbol. Trudeau, pedophile. You get the picture. And then there's Washington, D.C., where former President George Bush is now accused of being a pedophile. Woman says George H.W. Bush groped her when she was 16. I was a child. Rosalind Kerrigan was 16 years old when she got a chance to meet George H.W. Bush, excited to be introduced to a former president, having grown up dreaming of going into politics. But Corrigan was crushed by her encounter. Bush, then 79 years old, groped her buttocks at a November 2003 event in the Woodlands, Texas office of the Central Intelligence Agency, where Corrigan's father gathered with fellow intelligence officers and family members to meet Bush, Corrigan said. Corrigan is the sixth woman since October 24th to accuse Bush publicly of grabbing her buttocks without consent. And speaking of scumbags from Washington, D.C., isn't this a lovely Christmas card coming out from former Vice President Joe Biden? Joe Biden has been exposed over and over again in videos that speak for themselves, making countless young women extremely uncomfortable when having to deal with him. But don't worry, he's hip and trendy and definitely not involved, because Lady Gaga says so.
We want to make it real clear. It's on us, it's on everyone to intervene, to stop abuse when they see it and when they hear about it, to intervene.
Well, guess what, Joe? People are intervening, and you'll get yours soon enough. And now for the latest in Hollywood. Judd Apatow warns a lot more coming in Hollywood's sex misconduct scandal. It's just the beginning. Producer-director Judd Apatow says there's a lot more that's going to come out about Hollywood's pervasive sexual misconduct scandal in the coming months, even as some of the industry's top figures, including Harvey Weinstein, Kevin Spacey, and Louis C.K., have already been caught up in it. And he's not the only one. Roseanne Barr, Hollywood sexism based in sado-spiritual necropedoism. Roseanne Barr, who accused Louis C.K. of exposing himself in front of female comedians as far back as 2015, weighed in on sexism in Hollywood on Saturday afternoon, calling it sado-spiritual necropedoism on Twitter. And here's that tweet she put out regarding Louis C.K. over 2 years ago. I have zero idea if Louis C.K. is a sexual offender or not, but there are multiple accusations in Hollywood's working women's circles. He should answer. Well, it turns out she was right. So who else might be right? John Travolta allegedly tried to perform oral sex act on Grease co-star Jeff Conaway as he was sleeping, according to Mail Online. Now, as far as I can tell, this is currently unconfirmed, but how these guys react to these claims can be quite telling. Case in point, George Takei just blamed Russia for spreading the sexual assault accusations against him. Yeah, you can't make this stuff up. He believes that Russian bots are responsible for the Twitter storm of sexual accusations that are recently overwhelming his social media accounts. Either way, one thing can certainly no longer be denied. Some of the most powerful and influential people in the world are pedophiles and sexual predators, and the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Help us to keep this momentum going by sharing this video. It's great to see a light being shed on these evil deeds that are done behind closed doors, and the more we expose these guys, the better. And I want to thank those of you who make this channel possible and these videos possible with your donations at pressfortruth.ca/donate. We're just getting going here, and with your help, we'll be an unstoppable force when it comes to going up against the likes of the mainstream media. So thanks for watching, my friends. Click on that like button and share this video. And stay tuned, we've got more video reports coming soon. This is Dan Dix reporting for Press for Truth.